What's going on, guys? Back with another video where today I'll be doing What If Deku Had Venom Part 6. And before we start the video, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like on this video, comment down below any suggestions or any other what ifs you want me to do, and questions or any other things for videos, for future videos. And now let's get straight into the intro. Okay, so last where we left off, we finished the Stain arc. Also the last video before I went on my break to finish what I had to finish and all that stuff. So now we left off with Stain arc, like I said. Today we'll be focusing on the teachers versus the students, and then start a little bit on the training arc. So they go back to class that day, and they got class. They all talk to Deku because I think in my last part I gave him the credit because I gave him the permission to use his quirk, even though he knows Venom is not a quirk. He still wanted permission to use One for All because yeah. So he used both of them, and yeah, he's pretty popular because, like, not only did he defeat Stain also acknowledged the fact that he's like a real hero. Like, he's a real hero, but also not at the same time. But he kind of is though, cause yeah. Because he saved the people that were there before fighting him. Even though, yes, he kind of went Venom mode on him, saying that I'll eat both your arms and legs, and then all that stuff. He told them to chill out. And, yeah, so now they get into class. As I always says, okay, guys, so after lunch, we're going to be doing, students will be doing your final exams pretty much. So everyone's kind of hyped. Some of them, they know they're not going to do good at all because of what they got last time. And because like they practice for it, because as I told them not too long ago, like, yeah. And yeah, so he cut. So like they went to lunch, they got what they gotta do, they did everything. All my talks to Deku about the history of One for All and all that stuff, cause I mean, yeah. So I'm gonna say, because Deku calls Venom a so-called quirk, because like I know that all the quirks that, it's like a spoiler for the manga if you guys haven't gone into it, spoiler warning. I know that for One for All they have seven individual quirks. One, which is the obvious, what you see in the anime, is basically stockpiling or super strength, I guess. It's kind of like that. So that's basically what he has already. But Venom is somewhat similar, I guess. Spoiler warning, skip to the time that is on the screen if you don't want to hear this. He has, so Venom has a similar quirk to Black Whip, but not really Black Whip. So, and I was also thinking that Venom could also be, I was thinking that Carnage would be put into One for All, and then when Deku passes it down, the person who he passes on to next will have Carnage. That's how I'm thinking it will go down as, pretty much. So, yeah, so they to get ready for the students versus villain test. And once they get to the test, and so they meet Aizawa outside, and they're now getting ready for the test. They all expected robots, but they don't see none. And then they see all the teachers. So everything, all the teams are gonna be the same. All the teachers are gonna be the same. So it's all gonna be the same. All the same. So Venom, he knows that Bakugo is gonna be like a pain in the ass and just not cooperate. So he tells Deku it. Deku already knows that, obviously. And so they get ready for the fight, obviously. So Deku, he's like, okay, Bakugo, we're just gonna fight All Might, and then we're just gonna fight him head on. And then if we can't capture him, then we're going to escape. At least knowing that we put a couple of marks on him, and yeah. And I mean, I would think Bakugo would kind of like that idea. I mean, except for the whole part of running away. But like, he liked the first part of the idea, so he only listened to that part and nothing else. So yeah, because knowing Bakugo, he would probably do that, and then he'd be like, "Shut up, nerd! I know what I gotta do." And yeah, so they went out searching. I mean, they both went their separate ways, obviously, but they both went out searching. I'm gonna say Bakugo finds him first, and then Deku hears the explosion, so he knows that Bakugo found him first. So Deku, he runs up a building, Venom style, obviously, and then he jumps from building to building, trying to build the building to find Bakugo. He sees Bakugo. He waits a little bit just so Bakugo can have his moment, and then Bakugo, yeah, he kind of fails. And then right before All Might was trying to land a finishing blow on Bakugo, Deku jumps down and then stops the punch, like kind of, because like he still putting force on it. All Might still putting force on it, but Deku is able to like somewhat slow it down, so he caught it, but still like his hand's still moving a little bit, and he throws it back, and then he punches All Might in the stomach. Not where it hurts, obviously, but like just square in the stomach, obviously. So, and then he tells Bakugo to go find the exit. And if you find the exit, I'll lure him in, and then we'll be like, let's say 10-20 meters away from it, and then and then both of us will find All Might there. So Bakugo, he's like, okay, fine. I don't tell me how to do my job, nerd. Is what Bakugo said, and then Bakugo does exactly what Deku said he was gonna do. So Bakugo finds the exit. He doesn't tell Deku, but like he tells Deku by lighting off like 3 explosions, like not all at one go, but like boom, and then waiting like 5 seconds to see if Deku will reach it. Like Deku hears it, he goes up, boom, explosion number 2. So Deku runs towards that explosion that he saw, and then right as he sees Bakugo, he goes 20 meters, not exactly obviously, but near that, and boom, and then that's when Bakugo flings himself, like the third explosion flings himself towards, and then All Might's there, and then Deku ducks, and then Bakugo just throws an explosion at All Might point blank range, just boom, right there, right in his face. He wasn't expecting that, so he didn't have his guard up, so he didn't start flying, but like he fell per se. Like he got on this and he tried to hold on to his face because like it hurts, it burns. So then Deck was like, okay, if you want to fight, you can fight him from here on out. But if you can't, but if I see that you're having trouble, I'm coming in. All right, I'm coming in. That's what she said. And no, take that back, take that back. So Deku he takes her right and takes he stays, he keeps his distance. All right. He's waiting to see if Baku's tiring out. He sees that his arms are shaking because I'm gonna say Baku. I mean, at the start he wasn't as strong as he was, but then like he starts training a little more. Like it still puts a strain on him. So he throws a couple of explosions, and then like all my ducks in there punches him right in the gut and then right in the face, and then what's good is that he punches him right in the face and he flies right through the exit, so he's already safe. So now Deku he has to do something, either escape or continue, or then just try to fight him off. So Deku he's like, okay, I'm gonna try fighting him off. All right, so he tries fighting him off. It's like an epic battle. All right, like I'm pretty sure Kirishima or like someone in the class. It was like a class clown. I don't know who's the class clown in the class, but if there was, he would say like, "Hey, bro, everyone get their popcorn ready, bro. It's about to be the fight of the century." And then they start fighting, and then like he starts using a little more one for all because like I'm pretty sure he showed a little bit of it in the USJ, so everyone knows about it. And then she throws an explosion, and then after throwing that, not explosion, he throws a punch, and throws a punch. Then he is now, and then he throws a punch like he did the anime. Instead of throwing a punch and running, he throws a punch, kicks him, and then he kicks him right where the spot is hurting. So like he starts bleeding out of his mouth, and then everyone's kind of shocked that MVP's able to do that. Deku keeps throwing punches and punches and punches, trying to make sure that All Might doesn't try to throw another punch, because I'm pretty sure if All Might went all out, Venom would, like, once All Might punches him, Venom would fly out. Like, you know what happened when he punched the sludge villain, right? That's that, except he put Deku's body in it. I mean, it's kind of like the sludge villain attack, now that I think about it. So Deku's trying to make sure that don't happen at all costs. So that he's throwing a regular punch, and then he puts more force into it by using a little bit of one for all. And then like he's like boom boom boom, and like he's using Venom to like throw. I don't know if they call it webs or just regular stretchy thingies. I don't know what they call them. So I'm not about to call it black whip because that could get confusing. So I'm just gonna call it. He just throws his arm and then it just wraps it around All Might, holding him up, and then he just like All Might breaks out of it and tries to punch her. Then Venom or Deku puts up a shield which blocks it, because the shield is not only just Venom, it's also one for all too. And so Deku's like, okay, so right now I got to escape, because like 3 more punches and then it's gonna be revealed that this is not even a quirk. So he tries to escape, right? Because he knows he's not gonna defeat All Might. And All Might is running after him, and then Deku's like, oh crap, like he's far enough from All Might, because like now they're like 40 meters away, like 50 meters away from the exit. So Deku, he goes, he swings, not swings, but like, you know how with Spider-Man, like he throws his webs on to the edge of a building, right? Pulls himself back and then flings himself forward. Yeah, that's what Deku's doing, except replace the spider webs with the black gooey stretchy thingies and no Spider-Man logo. Yeah, pretty much. So he flings himself out. They win. I mean, everyone's kind of surprised that Deku was able to kind of hold his own against All Might, but I mean, hey, he knew he was not gonna win, obviously. So yeah. So now, yeah, I'm just gonna end it off here. Next part, I'm gonna focus on the training arc and the whole Vanguard squad. Next part, obviously. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit the like and subscribe button. And we're almost at 200 subs. So yeah, subscribe. You know, we're almost at 200. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and see you guys next part. Peace.